everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new here. So I just got back from work and I figured I'd do I guess a night routine or an afternoon routine for a weekday. Okay, this is so short, but in other cases, so yeah, I figured I'd share a day in my life, afternoon edition. So it depends on when I get home from work. Sometimes it's early, sometimes it's later. So I always like to keep some type of food in my fridge already ready to go, ready to eat, just because sometimes I get lazy. And so for today's case, I did get back a little bit later, so I'm just gonna reheat some leftovers. I made pumpkin, I made a pumpkin taro soup yesterday, so I'm gonna have that with some rice, and probably snack a little bit. So with that being said, let's get to my fridge. So actually I just realized I probably lost track of time because I didn't make this yesterday. I made this 2 days ago, so this is leftovers from 2 days ago. So what else do I eat in the afternoon? Sometimes I snack, but normally I snack after dinner, if that's, yeah. Usually people snack before dinner, but I do the opposite. So it's really funny, but I have actually 5 tubs of ice cream in my freezer right now, and I don't know when I'm gonna finish it because I am one person and there are 5 tubs of ice cream and a whole bunch of Kit Kats, Crunch bars, Reese's. Yeah. See, it's a good thing I do these Oreos, Pop-Tarts, Mochis, Cheese Louise. I have Kinder bars. I have a habit of wanting to stock up on snacks despite not being able to finish previous week's snacks. I don't know why. I don't know if some other people are just like me, but I just don't like running out of supplies. Yeah, it's weird. But then that just means that I have a whole bunch of things that are piling up. Yeah, I don't understand myself either. I actually like to eat before I shower, but there are instances like this where I'm just waiting for soup to heat up and I don't take that long to shower anyways. So I'll probably go ahead and shower, then go eat. I'll catch you guys in a little bit when I'm all washed up because I feel really gross right now. Okay, so I finished showering and this is going to be my meal for tonight. I promise you guys it tastes a lot better than it looks. So the soup is essentially pumpkin soup. So I added pumpkin, taro, some vegan chicken. What else did I add? That's essentially it. And I used a vegetable broth for this soup. And then I have, okay, this looks so weird on camera, but so in Vietnamese it's called bay, and this is bay chai, so it's vegetarian bay. My mom made this and it is so good, but I left it in the so backstory, this has been in my freezer for probably a month now, maybe a little over a month, and that's because I just didn't get the chance to finish all of it. My mom made like this huge aluminum foil filled of this stuff, so it took me a while to finish and I knew I had to throw it in the freezer. Anyways, yes, that's the meal I'm gonna be having. I like this angle a lot, except I don't like the lighting, so we're gonna have to play with this camera, figure out what works and what doesn't work. Normally I'll eat while watching like a Netflix show or YouTube videos. More often than not, I'm watching YouTube videos just because I can't stand like long TV shows or long movies. Recently I've been losing a lot of interest when it comes down to long movies, so because I acknowledge that I only watch YouTube videos. Wait, I should try the soup now. Cheers. So I'm not vegetarian, but oddly enough, whenever I'm by myself, I'll find myself leaning more towards a vegetarian diet, which is so strange. Also, I know I've actually been questioned this by a lot of people I FaceTime. The beds or the mattresses, air mattresses in the back, they're not my beds, quote unquote. Is that the right way of putting it? So they're not my beds in the back, essentially. It's not my bedroom right now. I'm in my living room, but I set these mattresses up for like different guests that I have, and I just never bothered to put it away since my last guest visit. I'll do that eventually, I promise. And I did actually comment back to a viewer, thank you again by the way, who suggested that I do a cleaning my apartment video. So I'll probably clean those mattresses when I do that video. I guess life update. Life has been crazy. It has been an emotional roller coaster lately, whether it be family, friendships, personal life, work life. Oh my goodness, I have been so overwhelmed lately. And I give kudos for every graduate or recent graduate who has been able to balance their work life, personal life, figure things out, figure things that they need to do versus things that they want to do, and finding the time to do all of that while still staying sane. It's crazy. I've been in quite a pickle recently. With my career, trying to figure out what I want to do. Still lost. What's great is I actually have I've had a transition of different managers, but back to back, through and through, with both my managers. They've been supportive of me and they've been trying to provide me as much guidance as possible, just because he understands, or they understand what kind of position that I'm in, just because they've been young. We've all been young once upon a time. So there's that. And then there's the whole aspect of being so far away from home and then missing family and friends. So I've made it a point to visit them much more often, but I failed to realize that I drive an '04 Toyota Camry. So this thing is ancient. It cannot sustainably make all these trips back and forth, and I failed to realize that until my car died on me twice. So it was so sad. The first time it happened, it wouldn't start, so I had it jump started, and I was thinking, oh, okay, perfect, it's nothing, no big deal. But then as I got out of work and I turned on my car, it died again. So I realized there was a major problem, and I actually had a coworker help me replace the car battery, and everything was kind of good to go until the car died again. So here's the summary of my expenses, my car expenses for this entire month, which was why I broke down like 2 weeks ago. I spent $200 on a car battery, and then I spent like $600 on an alternator, $700 on an alternator. I spent $400 on some axle thing, and then light bulb, and everything as far as that is involved was another $700. Then I got my oil change for $50, $60. Can't forget, I got my car towed for $100. It was a little over $100. All in all, I just know I kept a spreadsheet and I did the math, and I spent $2,000 this month, just all in my car. And then when you add in my other expenditure, when it comes down to apartment rent, food, utilities, I'm here spending over $4,000 this past month. And that it blew my mind, and I was just like, I am not financially responsible right now. I don't know what I'm doing, but something is not adding up, something is not making sense. I shouldn't be, spending this much as a recent grad and with student loans, and so my life was a mess. It still is, because I'm still figuring it out, but I had a point where I just broke down and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what I need to do, but I need to not feel like this. It made me go through back to back nights just crying consecutively, trying to figure out where I need to go or which direction I need to head with my life. And though I'm sharing this, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in my life don't actually know that, because I realized sometimes I don't actually showcase how I actually feel, and I hide a lot of my emotions and my feelings, and then once it all builds up, that's when chaos happens, and I go on a crying, bawling spree. I knew how to figure something out when I cried in front of my manager. It was the most unprofessional thing ever, but he was so kind to me. He was like, I was just like saying, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I'm being this unprofessional. I don't even know why I'm crying. And then he's like, it's okay, just cry, just let it all out. And afterwards we're gonna figure out why you're crying. And I was like, okay. And I'm like all snotty. I'm just like, okay. And I'm wiping my face, and yeah. So we talked it out. Yeah, I do have a change in career plans that I have made my manager aware of. And yeah, hopefully, fall is just starting. I have everything figured out by at least Halloween time. On a happier note, I have been thinking of making some life changes. There is a lot more to just work, go home, eat, cook, eat, sleep, and then repeat the same cycle. And granted, it should be a given, right? It's like more so of a no duh, right? But for me, and I guess it never clicked in my head that that's what I was doing until I was in that motion, and until I had that breakdown that I realized, okay, Christina, you need to find other outside hobbies. So I've been narrowing out some ideas. So I'm gonna do more, I'm gonna create more YouTube videos. So not necessarily for producing a certain amount of videos purpose, if that makes sense. So I don't have like a goal as to how many videos I want to make, but I guess the point of me creating more YouTube videos is that it keeps me occupied. It keeps me thinking of, oh, what do I do next? What is going to be entertaining? Oh, I should travel. I should do this more. I should do that more. And I guess in a way that'll help me mentally, physically, because I am in a point in my life where that is something I need to work on. I need to be healthy, not just physically, but also mentally. And I know that I haven't been taking care of myself as of lately. This weekend, I might go on a hike. So where I'm at, there's actually a lot of hiking trails that are beautiful, according to my coworkers. And they all have recommended me like probably 20 plus trails, and I have yet to see any of them. I've been to the lakes around here, but I haven't been to the hiking trails yet. So my goal for this weekend is on Sunday, I am going to go on a little hike. It's going to be a kind of a rejuvenating hike. Something along those lines. Peacemaking hike? No. Mental cleanse hike? Probably. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. If you're ever struggling to push past a hiccup in your life, just know that you're not alone and it's okay. Everything will be okay. You got this. If you're watching this and you don't know me, just know that I'm rooting for you as well. Cheers to a mental, physical wellness journey. So I've been actually letting my food sit here for a while now, and I realize I've been rambling a lot. As weird as this sounds, it's actually very therapeutic being able to just let everything out. I would definitely recommend it. Even if you ran to a camera or a phone, I think it definitely helps. I feel a lot more relieved right now, and I'm just talking to myself in my apartment right now. But it seems like I'm talking to someone. Well, I'm gonna finish my meal. Like I said, it's getting cold. So I'll finish my meal and then we'll do dishes together because that'll be fun. Adulting is fun. Okay, now that we're done dinner, we get to the fun part, aka washing dishes. So I never used to wear gloves when I wash dishes, but as of lately, because I'm here by myself and I'm always cleaning and yeah, probably just always cleaning, washing dishes, I've decided that I at least try to preserve what's left of my hands. Yeah. So my nighttime routine consists of washing the dishes, and then I'll vacuum, and then I'll wipe down the tables. not in that order. I'll do this and then the tables and then vacuum. No matter if it's like little dirt or big dirt, pieces of dirt, it's still dirt, right? And it'll build up eventually, and rather than having this large buildup at the end of the week or in 2 weeks or whatever your cleaning schedule is, mine is every week. I like to do it daily. So then I don't know, I just like having a nice clean apartment. So after I finish cleaning, because I'm probably gonna fast forward through all of this, if I even showcase this, because it seems like it might be a long video. But afterwards, I'm probably gonna enjoy some dessert, and I'll probably watch a show. So what's really exciting is one of my favorite holidays of the year, next to Christmas, is Halloween. I love Halloween. And since it's September, we can start getting into the festivities of horror movies. I love horror movies. Recently I've been liking thrillers more than horror, but I still like my horror movies. There has been a lot of releases of thrillers and horror, so I'm so excited because that's what I'll be binging on for the next month, 2 months. So I just finished washing the dishes, cleaning the counters, and vacuuming. So now I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy some dessert. So what I'm having is, actually let me flip the camera. So I'm enjoying some of this crystal tapioca cake. It's called bun sauce in Vietnamese. And I love this stuff, it's so good. Prior to this year, I actually did not know that they sold this frozen. So the only time that I really enjoyed it was either A, at the temple, or B, when I did go to a Vietnamese bakery. But I'm so excited because they do sell them frozen, and now I get to enjoy it all year round if I just want to store it in the freezer. So with my daily routine, I actually set aside at least an hour for my parents. So I do call my parents on a daily basis, parents/sister as well. And because it is getting a little bit late, I'm probably gonna go ahead and give them a call while I enjoy my dessert. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm probably gonna have this and a few more of the Reese's and maybe a couple of Oreos. But then I'll be done for the night. And the next time I'll see you guys, I'll be probably brushing my teeth because then it'll be time for bed. Okay, so it is now time for bed, and I'm gonna go ahead and brush my teeth. I couldn't find the optimal position for this, so we're gonna go ahead and just leave you guys here. Oh, I would like to show you guys actually. So one of the cutest things my sister got me. So I can't tell if you guys can tell what this is, but it's a eucalyptus plant, and it's made for bathrooms because so my sister's very sweet, like I said, and she figured because of my stress and my insomnia, she did some research and found out that eucalyptus is actually really good for you in terms of being a stress reliever, and it actually promotes a better sleep. The first step that I take when it comes down to my nighttime routine is I floss first. So the order of things is I floss, and then I brush my teeth, and then I'll go ahead and use mouthwash. Yeah, I'm quite particular as far as that cycle goes. I don't like to floss after, I prefer to floss before. Okay, so my camera just got off, but I finished brushing my teeth, and now we're gonna get to the fun part of the night, and that's just me picking out my clothes for the next day. So it's pretty casual, or across that, it's as casual as I want it to be, right? And I prefer to, so whenever I wear sweatshirts like this, I actually do wear sweatshirts like this to the office. I always wear like a button up underneath or something with a collar, because I think it turns every sweatshirt you have, whether or not it has graphics, very professional. I think I'm gonna go with the Mickey. I don't know why, I've been picking this up so many times, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with this. And go with this button up underneath. And finally, to wrap things up, I'll grab a pair of nice black pants. Yep, and that's it. Hey, that's how I pick out my clothes. It takes like a couple of minutes.